Hey y'all, welcome back to the woods. Gonna do some pipe smoking discussion today. A question that I've always felt like was interesting about a pipe smoker, and that is, how often do I smoke a pipe? Now that's a question that's super subjective and it's personal. It's personal to every pipe smoker and everybody. And we're gonna talk about it. Got a pipe packed here. It's a little Missouri Meerschaum Diplomat bent apple. Inside, some Amphora Full Aroma. It's a good little Virginia broken flake, aromatic with some fruit and flower essences. So I'm gonna fire this up and we're gonna talk about how often I smoke a pipe. And the answer is not that often. Not as often as I'd like to. In fact, a lot of times when I come out here and I'm making presentations with you guys, that's maybe the first pipe I've had in a while. But on average, I've been keeping up with it, and on average, I smoke a pipe a week. A pipe a week is 4 pipes a month. It's 48 pipes a year. Man, when you say it like that, that sounds like a lot of pipes. It sounds like a lot of bowls. I don't feel like I remember smoking 48 bowls throughout my year. But, and again, that's an average. I have weeks that go by and I don't smoke a pipe. But about a pipe a week, that sounds about right. Now, there's a lot that goes into that. And there's a lot of factors and a lot of reasons for how often someone may smoke a pipe. And for me, I would say it's 2 things that affect how often I can smoke. One being the time. That's the main factor, the time. I am a slow smoker. That's just how I myself do it. I perform all my mechanics slowly. I puff slowly. Even, you know, I pick my tobacco slowly. I pick my pipe slowly. I pack slowly. I do everything really slow. And I like it like that. And that's one of the reasons why I smoke a pipe, is to help myself slow down. But I like to get in a nice, good rhythm, generally a slow rhythm. So I'm a slow smoker. So I need the time to smoke. It takes me, man, a lot of times at least an hour to smoke a bowl. Usually longer. I can make a bowl last 2 hours easily, especially like a flake or some of these thicker crumble cakes, these chunkier blends. I can make that last a good while, at least an hour. So I need an hour to smoke a bowl and really enjoy it like I like to, slowly and sort of in a contemplative manner. I don't like to rush through a bowl. So if I don't have the time, if I know I don't have the time, I won't smoke. Another thing is, I'm a nicotine lightweight. It doesn't take much nicotine for me to get my fill. And so that's another factor that plays into me smoking slow. But I can't smoke too many bowls. I can't, I can't really smoke. It's very, very rare for me to smoke 2 bowls in one day. Now I have done it. I did it about 2 weeks ago. For whatever reason, I was just in a position where I did smoke 2 bowls. I wrote it down. I smoked 2 bowls in one day, but that's very rare. And a lot of that is because of the nicotine. Usually 1 bowl, especially if I smoke it early in the day, it'll last me all day. I generally won't want another bowl unless I'm just really, really feeling it. And that leads me to another factor that goes into this, is that is my favorite time to smoke. And really, my favorite time to smoke my pipe is in the evening. When I am really done with work and I've sort of got most everything I'm gonna do done, even my meal, maybe eat my last meal, my supper, and that is my favorite time to smoke. When everything is done, maybe when I've even accomplished a goal or finished out some sort of achievement. That's my favorite time to smoke. Later in the evening, when everything's done. And sometimes that doesn't always work out. Sometimes the day is so long, but by the time I'm done with everything, it's time to hit the hay. And so that's what I do. I don't have that extra hour late in the evening to dedicate to a pipe. I would love to do it, but I know I need to get in the bed, so I do that. But I'll smoke other times of the day. I'll smoke any time of day. I like morning bowls. I just don't do that as often. I love a Saturday morning bowl with some coffee. That's very pleasant, and because I don't do it that often, it's super nice. Now, would I like to smoke more? Sure. Would I like to smoke more frequently? Absolutely. That would be great. And I got plans. You know, like one of the things with the nicotine is I just don't smoke enough. I don't smoke often enough to keep my nicotine tolerance up. And so as I go through my pot smoking journey and I get better and I do learn how to smoke more, I probably will smoke more. And so my nicotine will tolerance will slowly go up and I'll be able to handle more and more. And so it'll just sort of be a snowball effect. And I will smoke more because of it. But I figure, that's going to take time. Also, hopefully as I get older, I will start to slow down at some point. Nobody wants to work really, really hard forever. So hopefully when I get to a point where I feel like I can pull back, I'm at an age where I can pull back on really everything and start to finally slow down, I'll smoke more. And so that'll be a good time. I would love to have it where I had a bowl a day. That would be great. That would be a great average, but I would need that time really allotted. And that would be great to have that 1 hour, at least an hour of quiet, contemplative time to smoke a bowl. That would be a great daily routine and ritual. But that's the great thing about pipe smoking and pipe tobacco is that it's not addictive. It's not like I wake up every day going, oh, I gotta get a bowl. I gotta smoke a bowl. I'm not gonna be right till I pack a bowl. It's not like that. And that is very nice and refreshing for a hobby. Is that it's not addictive. It's not something you gotta have your fix. I can go days without smoking. Now, again, do I want to smoke a bowl? Sure. But it's not something I feel like I gotta have, especially not chemically. And for me, again, nicotine hits me really hard. If I smoke a blend that's got a good nicotine wallop, I feel it. I feel it, and I even sometimes can feel it the next day. Nicotine sticks with me for a while, and I can smoke a bowl of some certain blends, and I've had my fill of tobacco for a good while. Few days. Amphora Full Aroma is a really nice, easygoing Virginia with some pleasant flavors and notes. Got a review on this blend. You can check that out on the channel if you'd like to, on the playlist Pouch Tobacco Reviews. It's a pouch tobacco. But yep, that's my answer to the question. How often do I smoke a pipe? About once a week, generally in the evening. But it's not something that's hard and fast for me. That's just how it's worked out. And for now, I'm okay with that. Pipe smoking is something special. And like I say, sometimes I smoke a blend and it's very satisfying and I'm good. I don't need another bowl. Definitely not that day. Probably not the next day or the next couple of days. And then I know when I'm ready for that my next bowl, I know when. However, if I am ready for the next bowl in a couple hours or the next day, I'll smoke one, you know. It's another great thing about this. It's all about how you feel. If you feel like having a bowl, fine. If you feel like having 5 bowls, do that. Me, I'd be on the floor. But everybody's different with how often they smoke and how much they like to smoke. Well, thank y'all so much for watching this presentation. I really appreciate it. Please feel free to drop a comment. I would love to know, how often do you guys smoke? How many bowls do you smoke a week or a month? Drop a comment. Let me know. Like this content if you dig it. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all next time.